How you doing? So, what do you think is the hardest fight in MCOC? Do you think it's the Abyss Collector? Do you think it's Necropolis Grandmaster? I do believe the hardest fight in MCOC is Incursion. So, if you look like you want to challenge yourself, and you don't care about rewards, just go past Zone 25 in Incursion, and I will guarantee you there will be the hardest fight in Incursion, even though it was nerf. So this um, right here is the pre-nerf version of Incursion. This is a 6.3 million health Rintra with over 357,000 attack. So in here, there's really no nodes that was hard besides buffet node that you have to worry about. That's really about it, because he wasn't the boss, so he wasn't really any hard notes to deal with. But really, what makes this fight hard is because, yes, it is Rintra. He's a hard champions to counter. He has 6.3 million health with 357,000 attack. I don't really know any champion that can counter Rintra easily. If you know any champion that can counter Rintra easily, let me know. I know Angela with the right hacks can solo this fight. Uh, Morbius can solo this fight. I would say I believe Titania as well. Maybe Silk. That I'm not sure. Uh let's I used to think this was the hardest fight that I ever fought in Incursion, but when I think about it now, I think the Morning Star fight is the hardest fight that I ever fought in Incursion. Okay, so I do think when it comes to Morning Star, um, if you have the right counter to Morningstar, she's just easier to counter, But if you don't have the right counter to Morningstar, she's definitely the harder to counter. In fact, that she's impossible to counter. You know, you can, these so-called broken champions like Titania, what do you call this? Doom, Juggernaut, Hulk, Silk, Kate Bishop, they cannot solo Morningstar. I don't care if you're MSD, okay? I don't care if you're the best player in the world, whoever you are, okay? Or Bureau Man. You cannot solo this with champion that's not bleed immune, okay? Or 100% bleed resistant. Keep in mind you have to be 100% bleed resistant. Or if not, the top three broken champions, Angela, Hella, and Aegon 999 with their special abilities, and Morbius with his special abilities as well. As far as I know, there's only two science champion that can solo this is Morningstar, and as well that can solo Morningstar is Morbius, and that can solo Rintra is Morbius. I think maybe even Luke Cage. I can't believe I'm saying that because he's bleeding immune that can solo Morningstar, uh, and Rintra besides Morbius. But it's possible. But keep in mind you want to have Morbius awaken and preferably at max sig. So let's take a look at this fight. Why do I think this fight is harder? It's mostly because of the nodes. This literally has like the hardest nodes in MCOC. It has no retreat, so every time you dash back, you're gonna get degen on you. It has special chaos inversion, so when uh, Morningstar throws her special attack, uh, uh, your controls will be reversed. What else? Fisticuffs and personal space regeneration. With fisticuffs, you have no buffs the first 20 seconds. As well as when it comes to personal space regeneration, that is a really tough node because if you're not doing enough damage, you cannot beat the opponent, unless you can heal block them, or I believe you can also nullify their regen, I believe. So if you can't do that, you're just not going to be able to out regen space regeneration with, let me just show you, with 4.6 million health attack. This Morningstar has over 4.6 million health attack, okay? You're going to see how Hela was able to solo this fight with 333,000 attack, even without those four hard nodes, okay? Just think about it. 4.6 million health with over 333,000 attack. That alone, without nodes, this is going to be a hard fight. And with the nodes, it makes this fight at least twice, probably three times harder. Okay, so as you can see here, we have to deal with fisticuffs, so we have no buffs for 20 seconds. So basically, we have to hold on for the first 20 seconds, okay? And with no retreat, look at this. We're degenning away. And then we're lucky here because she didn't get to her special one. Well, if she throws her special one, our controls will reverse and it's pretty much over for us. And keep in mind, we cannot get buffs until now. So we got the timing perfectly right there. And really here, my goal is to dodge, bait special ones, you know, because with Morningstar, her special 2 has the chance to nullify your buffs. Actually, I believe it should be guaranteed chance to that she will nullify your buff. Okay, I've actually taken a special 2 from Morningstar with half the attack of this one that did over 21 million damage. Okay, so this Morningstar, if she hit me with a special 2, that would have done over 42 million damage. So my goal here is just basically the what do you call this? Bait special one. If you're a better player than me, go ahead, go for the special two if you want. And the special three is doesn't even matter as well. It's really the special two that you have to worry about with Morningstar because she has the chance to nullify your buffs. So some people would say, "Oh, you could solo this fight because you have hacks." That's really not even close to truth. First of all, it's kind of hard to explain it, but this is the old version of hacks where you do get the hacks from but there was only like up to like so 99, the good hacks. But here, I was already past zone 100, so I didn't have any good hacks. So this is the older version though, so they had hacks pretty much keeping the whole, for unlimited, but not anymore. The new hacks we have now, it's only limited to zone 99. So the old version, you don't get the good hacks because they're only limited to zone 99, but the old version of the hacks, you still keep getting them. I think here, I believe I have three, maybe four, but I think like three hacks that were really not, that weren't that good. I didn't really have any good hacks, I believe here. As you can see here, she just one shot Morningstar with that special 2. It did over 4.9 million damage. Like I said, let's see. Can we reverse it? Okay, I'm about to um one shot her here. As you can see here, look at my indestructibility. Okay, I have at least a minute of indestructibility left. You know, that's why I believe I could have sold this without hacks. And if you're a better player than me, especially if you can manage to dodge her special too, you could, really that's the hard part. I could you could solo this with a 4-star Hella. Okay? If I didn't have to worry about dodging her special too when it comes to Morningstar, I believe I could have sold this fight with a 4-star without any hacks. You know, so you see that over 4.9 million damage with that special too to be able to out damage special space regeneration. So what do you guys think is the hardest fight in MCOC? I do believe this is the hardest fight that's ever soloed by a 5-star. If there's any fight, and I also believe this is the hardest fight ever seen on YouTube. I think the only fight that's gonna be harder than this, I think, if maybe harder than this, is the Abyss Collector or Necropolis Grandmaster. And I don't think anybody has ever soloed Abyss Collector with a 5-star or Necropolis Grandmaster with a 5-star. So I think this is the hardest fight that's ever been soloed by a 5-star in MCOC. Thank you.